both coming out onto the pitch now, Arsenal and Manchester City. Arsenal, well, they already have the most incredible record in the FA Cup. Are they going to extend it further? They're going to need a big 45 minutes. What can they do to rattle this, well, rather imperious-looking Manchester City side in the first half? Samantha Mewis, the USA World Cup winner, was pulling the strings there, Jonathan Pearce, and showing her class. Take it away with Kelly Smith.
She certainly was. She looked very strong, didn't she, Gabby? Yes, she's in that midfield. She has her first goal. It looked a strong midfield to me with Walsh and Caroline Weir. Kelly certainly wanted to talk about Caroline Weir in that first half. Lucy Bronslock taking that conversation with the England captain Steph Houghton next to her. No changes I can see for either side, although Jen Beattie was warming up very strenuously for Arsenal during the break. She's been out since the quarter-final of the Champions League when she suffered a recurrence of a back injury. But I think it's worthwhile coming back to Caroline Weir. We've just been talking about the down there in the studio, because I thought while Mewis is going to get the headlines, Caroline Weir deserving of real credit.
Yeah, definitely, and that's what we were talking about. As we started the game, she's an unsung hero in this midfield. No one really speaks about her that much, but she has such good qualities when she's on the ball. She's got a great passing range, wonderful free kick taker, and she's certainly a player that this Manchester City manager respects.
So off we go in the second half. Manchester City then in the sky blue and white and kicking from right to left in this second half under a full moon. Don't worry, I won't be singing Blue Moon to you. Looked ahead of the watershed for that. It's away through by Walsh, and out comes the goalkeeper for Arsenal, Zinsberger. And Williamson tucks it back to Manuela Zinsberger. Here's Schneiderbeck, who came on for Jennifer Beattie in that game in Spain. The European Champions League was played out as a mini-tournament. There's a strong challenge there. Really strong on Van der Donk. Lucy Bronze meant that. And a smile at the end of it. Good strong challenge. But two-footed. Woof. What do you make of this, Kelly?
I think she slipped. Her left foot kind of gave way. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt there.
Well, they're all smiles afterwards, which is good to see.
But normally that's how you fire Daniela Van der Donk up, by putting challenges in like that. Gets her angry. She's got a feisty a demeanour about her, that she can be quite hot-headed at times and get herself involved in some fracas that are not good for the game. So Lucy Bronze knows that and will probably be playing on that with a tackle like that.
Zinsberger. And then towards Maddox. And Williamson. And White was behind it. And Williamson comes from a family of Arsenal supporters. They'll be watching on. Maddox up towards Jordan Nobbs. Good run in there. Bonner got ahead to it. And Lucy Bronze confident enough to get it back to Roebuck.
Arsenal certainly need to get Jordan Nobbs on the ball. You could see from the quality of the goal, she's going to ooze confidence now. She's playing that number 10 role. So from the Kim Little and Daniela Van der Donk need to find her at the top of the triangle, because she's the creative player that can make things happen and make the team tick.
Stokes. Down the line you've got Georgia Stanway. Here's Weir. Back it goes to Bonner. And Steph Houghton. I do think Phil Neville will be running the eye over Gemma Bonner, who has 11 appearances for England, unbeaten in that time. It's cleared away, but Arsenal have a problem. Kim Little was down on her haunches inside her own half. She's just stood up now, and she's signalled to the bench. There's a problem for Kim Little. Meanwhile, Manchester City on the attack, on the counter. And good covering back by Van der Donk. She's got through so much work. And Kim Little is walking across towards the dugout again and sits down again. The Arsenal captain, who has been ill hit by injuries, cruciate knee ligament injury in 2017 through to 2018. This will be a real concern for the Arsenal coach, Joe Montemurro, looking on.
She signalled over to she sat down originally and signalled over to the bench that there was a problem. Then she got back up, and then she didn't want to sprint. So could it be a hamstring possibly?
I think they're going to have to make a change. But as we said, that the match day squad tonight has a lopsided feeling that they aren't blessed with adventurous players on the bench. Raud at the moment is out injured. She's the player who scored back-to-back hat-tricks in the WSL.
Also, Lisa Evans is out with an injury. She scored a hat-trick last game.
On comes Leah Valti, who's a very good player, but she'll sit in midfield, can play further back actually. I was very, very good in that terrific league win recently against West Ham. Didn't play in the cup quarter-final, wasn't fit enough to play against Spurs. He was a cup runner-up when she was a Potsdam player. They were beaten by Wolfsburg. And she gets that challenge in there.
She's more of a defensive-minded player, Walty, so she's not going to look to get forward. That'll be now Daniela van der Donk's role. She'll just sit and protect the back four.
It will free van der Donk up here to do the job she loves doing. Only though for Kim Little if that is a hamstring problem, because the games are coming thick and fast. They play Bristol City the weekend, then it's Chelsea away in the Continental Cup. Tough group for them. They're regionalised the groups. They're in with Tottenham and the London City Lionesses. Goodness me, what a tough draw that is for the London City Lionesses. Meanwhile, here come Manchester City, Georgia Stanway and Demi Stokes. Wonderful run in the FA Cup. Successes of 17 and 18, Demi Stokes. She didn't miss a game. She's out there on the left-hand side, another deserving player. Stanway and Walsh to Horton. What do you make of Gemma Bonner? This is out for England at the moment. She's not in the reckoning, but
no, she's a very good player, very composed with the ball at her feet, good pass with the ball, good vision. There's only a little bit of question over her pace when it's a transition and the ball gets turned. She's a little bit slow on the turn, and some players that are faster than her know that and can play on that. But other than that, there's not.
It's a brilliant ball by Weir. Stanway in here for Manchester City. Went for the shot on goal. Was there a better option with Ellen White in the middle free?
Certainly Ellen was looking for that ball. She could see that. It's a good ball here by Caroline Weir. Off the shoulder. She shapes up. I think Ellen White was in a better position. She puts her hand out. I think she was looking for the goal there instead of playing Ellen, who was in a better position.
Scored a sensational hat-trick earlier on in the run against Ipswich in the second half in a very big Manchester City win. Now Arsenal have possession with Leah Williamson. Maritz is away on the right-hand side. Maritz rolling in from this right-hand touchline. Williamson, it was blocked there by Stokes, and Ellen White takes up the charge for Manchester City and finds her England colleague. Here's Demi Stokes inside that Arsenal penalty area. It's a little bit of composure to get beyond Schneiderbeck, and in the end pulled back on the Arsenal centre-back. And a free kick is awarded to the 29-year-old from Graz, who has won league. And
Schneiderbeck did well here. She just stands up, watches the ball. She doesn't watch the player's feet and lets Demi Stokes make the decision and stands her ground.
Even cut on, as I was going to say about Schneiderbeck. Here's a shot from range by Chloe Kelly. Now, word on Chloe Kelly, because it's interesting to hear the girls at half-time talking about her and her improvement.
Yeah, definitely. You can see how confident she is now. She's gone away, she's worked on her game. She's normally a very good 1v1 player. When she gets the ball at her feet, she drives into the space, she can commit players. For me, it's always been her end product has been a problem, but she's been working on that, and you can see that she's improved immensely in that department.
It's interesting that the Manchester City front three have got connections with the Arsenal, who are on the ball now with Nobbs, Maritz, And Van der Donk still holding in that deep roll. Miedema become really short looking for the ball. She's been starved of any sort of possession. She's there, look, wearing the 11 in a little hop of frustration, and Manchester City look to get Ellen White through. But unless Arsenal get Miedema into this game, they will struggle to get the equaliser. This is a good ball away, and Mead gives chase, and it's cleared by Ellie Roebuck. Now, good turn and run by Stanway. Stanway misplaces the ball, has given Chloe Kelly a run, but she's got there. Arsenal were hesitant. Back to Mewis. One of those lovely late runs into the penalty area by the strong US World Cup winning star. And still Manchester City press. Here's Weir. Oh, awkward bounce off the referee. Well, they've still got the ball, so she doesn't have to come back and give them it. Under the rule brought in last year, the referee hits the ball accidentally. Bronx. Bonds again. To the dead ball line. Gets the cross in. She's frustrated there, Lucy Bronze. Should she be, or did she overstrike that cross? To me, it was a decent ball in. No one was really in a position to attack it. What do you think, Kelly?
Yeah, definitely. All that play started from Georgia Stanway, breaking three players from the halfway line, driving through, playing the ball out to Chloe Kelly, and they kept that passage of play going for at least a minute, just keeping the ball and moving it from side to side.
Mewis was brilliant there, with the cushion header onto Weir. And here's Stanway. Talked about the development of younger players with the influx now of world superstars, but good players will always improve from playing with other good players, and there are really encouraging signs about the way Manchester City are gelling with Sam Mewis already. And Rose Lavella's got to come on.
Oh my God, if she comes on, it would be a delight to watch, because Sam Mewis is so comfortable. It's like she's been playing in this Man City side for years. She's slotted in so well. And you can tell that the other players, Georgia Stanway's game's lifted, Ellen White's game's lifted, because they know they have such a world-class player bossing the midfield behind them.
And they don't find Marritt's appeal for handball by Stanway. I don't think it was. And also muted appeals, by the way, for the Mewis goal from Arsenal players. I thought that Ellen White might have handled the ball on the ground as she recovered her feet. But the goal was given anyway. And switched away by Schneiderbeck. It wasn't a good ball by her. Nobbs now has it. And Williamson, Schneiderbeck just to her left-hand side, being patrolled by Chloe Kelly, so that ball wasn't on. And good press by Manchester City, really good, intense and united press. Williamson, big switch of play. How can they get McKay flying? Caitlin Ford on that side. This is McKay. Ford's made the run to the edge of the 6-yard area. The cross is deflected up and over. It's a corner. Better from Arsenal.
Yeah, that's what Arsenal need to do more of. Switch the point of attack. Leah Williamson has that in her locker. When the ball's tight in these areas, open it up, spread the point of attack, get Caitlin Ford on the ball. She drives at players, and then the delivery can come into the box, hopefully for Miedema to get on the end of.
Corner kick to Arsenal. I think it's their first in the game, is it? Anyway, it's going to be Van der Donk to take it. Miedema is an obvious target in there. Comes in rather flat, and nothing comes of that corner kick, which was a curious one. But anyway, Van der Donk picks it up again. McCabe, here's Mead, and scratched away. And the clearance is completed. I think it was Walsh who got it away. In the end, it was Bonner, I'm sorry, and now Arsenal have it back once again. Van der Donk.
Just seeing Van der Donk play a little bit higher now. Leah Walty has given her the ability to push on a little bit more, and you need her in those areas to get on the ball, just to have some kind of different dimension for Arsenal to play in.
Walty went to win that challenge, and we brought out now for Arsenal. Purposeful run by Williamson, and on it goes to Jordan Nobbs. And now Beth Mead to run against Demi Stokes, goes on the outside. Arsenal have suddenly woken up to the fact this is a semi-final, a place at Wembley is at stake, and they're treading the game, and they're chasing it now with purpose.
They certainly are. You see more urgency in their play now to get the ball out wider, to hit more diagonal balls, to play with a little bit more urgency. They know what's at stake now.
Schneiderbeck is in there. She's the cousin of Sebastian Prödl, who's now at Udinese from Watford. He scored 1 or 2 good goals at set pieces in his time. Through the penalty area, and again it was hit with the venomous power by Beth Mead, the corner kick. What can Arsenal do here? Comes back to Maritz. It's a lovely ball into the penalty area. And in the end, it wouldn't quite come down for Caitlin Ford to deliver a header on target with enough power. But I think that's only their second effort forcing a save out of Ellie Roebuck in the entire game. First one, she stood no chance of getting anywhere near. It was the Jordan Nobbs equaliser. Underdonk, Maritz, Underdonk, Nobbs, Mead. Was played at slightly too much pace, and down below as Joe Montemuro, the Arsenal manager, stretched his arms out wide to either side, an expression of frustration that the pass had too much pace, and a way through for a goal kick.
It should never have been played that side of Demi Stokes, because Beth Mead is not as fast as Demi. She should have pulled off and got the ball to her feet.
Arsenal have been in 14 of the last 22 FA Cup finals, 9 of the last 15. And Manchester City have won it 2 in the last 3 years. It's away by Bonner. Now here's Lucy Bronze. Run from Walsh broke the line. And into a little bit of space, then closed by Nobbs. Bronze has gone on. 2 in the middle to hit. Played the percentage cross low and fizzing, and Ellen White wasn't quite up with the play. Going to be an intriguing season this, you know. Chelsea having won the Community Shield in emphatic style, but Manchester City very good here in the first half. Will get better and better. Arsenal have started off very strongly and will be there throughout the season. Everton, what a start they've had. Manchester United as well, and Tottenham with Alex Morgan. Exciting days ahead.
I can't wait to see what Alex Morgan brings to the Tottenham side. Obviously, they have been lacking in front of goal, and they brought in one of the best strikers in the world.
McCabe now for Arsenal. Miedemar holding in a deep position. She has not had a sniff of a goal, sniff of a chance, no service whatsoever. There she is, look. Left side of the midfield.
She's getting frustrated, so she's coming deeper to get on the ball. But like we said earlier, don't write her off. She just needs a sniff.
She's the archetypal goal poacher. There was a little push there. Support got tight, but not too tight on Ford. And here's Stanway now for Manchester City. Rolled inside, but couldn't get away from Volti. And Jordan Nobbs finds Mead. Also look bright at the moment. Volti switches feet. Miedemar again coming deep. Rose Lavelle is getting ready to come on for Manchester City. It would be her debut, long awaited, from a player who just was extraordinary last summer in France. She'll come on in a minute. Who will she come on for? Ellen White could well be a candidate as they nurse her through the opening weeks of the season. Games coming thick and fast, of course. And they might play Stanway through the middle and Lavelle on the left-hand side. I would imagine that's what they're going to do. We'll wait and see. Brilliant goal in the final of the World Cup, won the bronze ball, their best player in the tournament. Here's Mewis, Walsh and Stokes. Stanway played in that more central role at Wembley in the Community Shield. Played a pre-season friendly at Stanway at right back. Mewis again has that uncanny ability to find a little yard of space. Alty went across and got there. Who do you think they should change, Manchester City, with Lavelle coming on? What would you do?
It's a good question. I would likely bring off Ellen White, put Georgia Stanway up in that 9 position, and put Lavelle out onto the right, and I'm right.
Well, play minds think alike. It will be Ellen White who will be coming off. Talked once or twice in this game about deserving players.
Substitution.
Here is one. I think she's had 1, 2, 3 cruciate knee ligament injuries.
Yeah. And so early in the season, like you said, Jonathan, just to get her the minutes, get her the rest now, get her the recovery time. Like, games are going to come thick and fast. And it's great to see this young lady grace the turf in England. She, for me, was one of the best players at the World Cup. Brilliant player to watch. So smooth on the ball.
Outstanding player. 25, she's from Cincinnati originally. She joined Manchester City from Washington Spirit. Tucked around the corner for Arsenal. So coming forward, Miedemar going up wide towards that left-hand side. Lucy Bronzer is well positioned. And Weir. And he's got some superstars to bring on. There's Lavelle. Big fan of the Cincinnati Reds baseball team. Free kick here for Manchester City for the foul on Stanway. Why, says Van der Donk. Let's have another look at this, Kelly. I'm not too sure about this.
That's what Georgia Stanway does so well. She gets you on the half turn. She drives at players. She commits these kind of fouls. Don't think it was a foul, but she gets into those positions where people have to make a decision. She's so quick on the half turn and drives and excels away and opens the whole field up for herself and her teammates.
With a smile on the face of Georgia Stanway. I think she's got away with one here. I don't think that was a free kick. But Weir will take it anyway for Manchester City. It's straight down the throat of Zinsberger. And disappointing. First mistake really she's made in the game.
We're allowed just one.
Hasn't been as effective in the second half as she was in the first, though. There's Williamson. Slip down the line to McKay. Ford's going down that left-hand touchline ahead of her. Then into Miedemar, and Steph Horton did just enough, and both Horton and Bonner have marshalled Miedemar superbly well. Here's Weir. And Bronze. Manchester City are, what, 23 minutes away from another Wembley appearance in another FA Cup final. And they'll overrun that a little bit. It's a bit of a rusty touch. Hasn't played in such a while. Manchester City unbeaten at home in 31 games, going back to defeat by Atletico Madrid in September 18. So I knew it was going to be tough.
That is some stat. That's a lot of games. This place is a fortress for them.
And at the right-hand side came Chloe Kelly. Bronze follows up. Takes the extra touch. And I think that's a goal kick. Well, we've seen how Manchester City have changed it. Lavelle coming on for White. But chasing the game, how is Joe Montemurro going to change it now?
He doesn't have too many options off the bench. We talked about this before. mainly defensive players, defensive-minded players. They need some kind of brilliance or a bit of magic from certain players on the pitch to make this happen, because I don't see it coming from the bench to change the tempo or give the players a lift from coming from the bench.
The hat-trick by Lisa Evans against Tottenham Hotspur won that game. The injury to Lisa Evans picked up in that game could lose them this, because they are very, very shy of attacking options. Here's Williamson. And now it's to Beth Mead and Jordan Nobbs. And a chase here with the centre-back who just got there, Schneiderbeck. Ahead of Chloe Kelly, who's so pacey, of course. Ended up not a good ball into Jordan Nobbs. Mewis, a fine ball to Weir. When Mewis signed for Manchester City, she talked glowingly about Caroline Weir and about what a terrific player she is. I was very interested to hear those remarks. And there's Lavelle. Not a bad player to bring on, eh? And they're all here playing in the WSL. And you can follow it, of course, every week on the Women's Football Show on the BBC and live games too. Man City against Tottenham, Sunday 12:20 on the red button. We've got Mewis and Lavelle against Morgan. And the Women's FA Cup final, the Vitality Women's FA Cup final, Sunday, November the 1st, 2:30, live on BBC One. Well, Neville watching on. He's had his critics over the last 12 months, but people tend to forget he did get a team to a World Cup semi-final. And with a better rub of the green that day, a disallowed goal been given, and Steph Horton scored the penalty, and would have been in the final. So, Schneiderbeck towards Mead, who was caught a little bit late. She's taken a buffeting tonight.
She has. She's been hit a few times. She's going to feel that in the morning. But she's not afraid to put her body on the line, you know. She's one of those players that can go at players, will take the hit, get back up and go again.
You're a little bit like that, Kelly, except they could never get close enough to you.
They had way too many injuries.
There's a free kick now for Arsenal. Plenty of time left. As we settle here tonight, of course, it's tucked up to McKay. Good close. Stanley, I think it was, who came and blocked it. Arsenal go again wide to Beth Mead. There's a fine run in behind by Jordan Nobbs. Mead splashes the cross in there. And it's launched away by Weir. Steepling ball that Marrick's headed forward. Mead, that's awkward. Marrick's is under pressure. Lavelle was quick to close. Stanway was coming as well. And she's there again. Good challenge by Van der Donk, who went to ground. Weir, give and go with Lavelle. Weir nearly in. And Schneiderbeck read the situation and brings it out here for Arsenal. And was fouled by Chloe Kelly. Now the passage of the ball, the direction of the ball, suggested to me she might have got a touch on it. Free kick taken very quickly. And forward has come to the right-hand side for Arsenal now. Amy Stokes hanging on, and I think the foul was by forward. She was dragging down on the arm of the England defender. Holding the shirt.
That's a tough one, because both players are holding the shirts, which normally do in those situations. You try and get the upper hand.
Amy Stokes was in the Sunderland team, beaten in the FA Cup final by Arsenal in 2009. You weren't in that one, you'd gone to the States, I think.
Yes, yeah.
5 winners' medals for Kelly, scored in 4 finals.
I think the last FA Cup final was my most special, mainly because it was at Wembley and beating Chelsea, and we were the underdogs during that year. And just to walk up those Wembley steps like these players, one set of team is going to do on the 1st of November, it's just a surreal moment.
Lovely shot, deflected up on side of that through to the hands of the goalkeeper. The very good Danielle Carter goal, wasn't it? She rolled in from the left-hand side.
Brilliant goal. She cut in onto her right foot and bent it around the goalkeeper.
Merits. John Nobbs. Also still trying to play them on Tamura away. But, oh, goodness me, I don't know if you heard that. Miedemar absolutely shrieked at her teammates there to get the ball up quicker. She's off through the centre-forward channel there now, wanting the ball. It's a lovely little flick to her on. She knew exactly what she was doing. Forward back into the middle. And it's squirted away by Walsh. Well, that's what Miedemar's been calling for.
Exactly, and she got the ball that she wanted and she deserved. She good little flick on to Caitlin Ford. She knew where she was. Just the cross into the box wasn't good enough. But that's the leadership that she brings. She's not afraid to dig her teammates out and tell them what she wants and what they need to be doing. They need to be playing the ball a lot quicker.
Into Van der Donk. Oh, lovely cushion touch that is. Sublime control. Knobs into the middle. Very nearly came to Ford. The header not quite precise enough, and it was cleared away by Horton. Zinsberger. Time getting tight now. Could have been out to go. Into Mead. Now Miedemar. McCabe's offside. But that's interesting, Kelly, there, because Manchester City had 9 outfield players inside their own penalty area as that move built up. They still had one left alone downfield in Stanway for a break, but they had so many players back so quickly. Yeah,
they get numbers behind the ball, especially the second half, very quickly. They're very organised defensively. They know their roles and responsibilities. They've made it very, very hard for Arsenal to play at the top of the box because they've got so many numbers, like you said, behind the ball. It's made it very difficult for them to get the ball moving quickly around the top of the box like Arsenal like to do.
The cross wouldn't quite come on to Caitlin Ford as she would have wanted it to there. He's already experienced a Wembley heartache in the FA Cup final in 2018 when they choked on the day, really, and were well beaten by Chelsea. And they'll feel they haven't been at their best tonight. But Manchester City have moved forward, certainly from their performances this season so far, and Roebuck was aware there. Manchester City are going to make another change. Jill Scott could be who's going to come on. Standing, ever ready, simply loves the game of football. Lives and breathes the game. His merits.
He's been a brilliant ambassador for the game, still is. Jill Scott, phenomenal player, box to box, best engine. She scores goals for fun. She's really developed that into her game.
She had to drive from Sunderland, she's from that part of the world, down to Everton. She used to drive down and back for training sessions.
Yeah, brilliant commitment. This was way before the game was as professional as it is now.
Well, she had to work during the day, didn't she? She
work and drive.
Yeah.
I don't know how she did it, but that's the dedication that she had and still has to this day. She just loves the game. She lives and breathes it, Jonathan.
She wants a chance to get back to Wembley Stadium and put the record right because she was sent off in the Community Shield. Here's McCabe. Advanced down that left for Arsenal, was fouled as she turned back inside. Free kick against Kira Walsh, who again is in an unsung way has played an important role for Manchester City in front of the centre-backs. I think the Manchester City first change we'll see will not be Jill Scott. I think it'll be a striker, young striker, who will come on. Jess Park and Chloe Kelly, we're being told, will depart. Jess Park is 18, turns 19 next month. Just been contracted through to 2023, can play through the middle, can play either side, had 20 minutes against Leicester. So with all the superstars, they are developing their younger talent too. Here's McCabe, didn't get a shout. And Arsenal have about 11 minutes to get back into this semi-final time. Miedema's blistering pace there, got her in behind Bonner. When we were talking about that a while back, that could be a suspect position there with Bonner's lack of pace against Miedema, and she tore past her.
That's the thing, she played on Bonner's weakness there, just played it on the shoulder. Great speed to get away, uses the body, the strength, but just a poor touch just when she needs it to be closer to her body to try and get a shot off. It runs away from her. We haven't mentioned her name enough today, Jonathan. She's been very isolated and out of the game.
Looks fairly distressed about it as well. Off goes Chloe Kelly. Chloe Kelly is the one who's gone off, and Parker's come on. Comes from York originally. Played at Hull and York City, joined Manchester City 3 years ago. 5 goals in her 15 games for the club. 10 minutes of normal time to go. That's a very good ball by Van der Donk to Belty. And she couldn't pick it up. Manchester City are on the offensive. Stammer's in the middle. Park feeds Mewis. It's a tired sort of a ball. Ran so hard in that first half, Mewis. Knobs now for Arsenal. And Ford, big switch of play. Meads are waiting on the left-hand side, and the ball over the head of Lucy Bronze, quickly onto Van der Donk. Ooh, and it came very quickly off Steph Horton, back to her goalkeeper. She will say she had it all under control.
You can see the Arsenal players screaming for a back pass. That they know deep down it's not, but it's worth challenging it just in case the ref gives it.
I tell you what, Steph Horton thought that was going in. Just watch for her reaction here as she looks very, very grateful. Now Miedema, she's got to run here on Demi Stokes. Is this the moment she can get into the game? Stokes has gone to ground but timed it beautifully. And Miedema forced to go inside, and Stokes got at her again. Terrific play by Demi Stokes there to deny one of the game's great goal scorers.
Brilliant defending there by Demi Stokes. She's so quick over that space. Goes to ground because she has to win the ball if you go to ground, because if you're not, you're going to touch the player. She's likely to go down. Top class defending there by the England left back.
We've seen the strength of Manchester City attacking in the first half. Now we see their resolve at the other end. Mead for Arsenal. Has it again, Mead. Valti. A little tumble on the edge of the box will bring nothing. Ford is asking for a penalty, but as she went between the two defenders, I think she just simply went down. Let's have another look at it. That was my first reaction. Ooh, it wasn't in the box anyway. It was Demi Stokes. She had a case for a foul there, didn't she?
Ish. Hand was kind of there. It's always tough to get those calls.
Marty was fouled. Just signs for me that Sam Mewis is tying up a wee bit.
Yeah, she hasn't been as influential. The second half hasn't really dictated the tempo of the game as much as she did the first 45 minutes, but still having her on that pitch is a massive presence for Man City.
Now it's to 4. Fullback has looked for the return. Lacked any sort of support, and that's a good early call by Ellie Roebuck. Massive year for Ellie Roebuck in the European Championship finals. And the Olympics first, of course, and then the European Championships following year, World Cup. A big 2-3 years for her.
Brilliant goalkeeper. So much potential.
4. And Mead. Stokes is there with her, again did very well. Now she knows she has to perform every week like this with Alex Greenwood pressing her hard. That left that position. Maritz around the corner by Nobbs. Good first time passing by Arsenal. And Weir tidies up for Manchester City. Pressure back on them. Good ball by Jordan Nobbs to the space of Maritz. Takes the return, fine challenge. Well, when you think of Rose Lavelle, you think of her getting forward for the USA, but that's the other side of it.
Yeah, she does the dirty work side of the game. She has to come in from the US. The mentality that they have going forward is a must. Defence is a must. Putting tackles in, being aggressive on the front foot. That's what you're used to.
Corner kick. Canny little piece of play by Van der Donk. And she'll leave the corner kick to be taken by Katie McCabe. 5.5 minutes to go. Arsenal to rescue this situation.
Every player for Man City is, well, pretty much back in their own box, bar the 2 out from the corner kick, Jonathan. No one is up top. They realise how...
In comes that corner kick. Ooh, now is there a little push in the air there. Lucy Bronze was rising with the Arsenal player. Back into the middle it comes. Williamson, I think it was, who took the tumble. And now Manchester City look to counter. Williamson has got back very quickly there, look, in the middle of the Arsenal defence. And the cross easily gathered. And Zinsberger looked to release quickly, couldn't get it away.
Just that cross there. Kira Walsh didn't need to play the ball in. There's only one player in the box. Kill the game. See that there's only one player. Bring the ball back. Keep possession of the team. You know, Arsenal look tired right now. Pushing for that goal, pushing, giving all the energy for these last couple of minutes. Drain the game even more.
Terrific defensive header here by Lucy Bronze under pressure. It wasn't, there's no question of a push. It was a brilliant piece of defending. Old-fashioned kick for touch. 4 minutes to go. Manchester City have beaten Arsenal 3 times in a row here. But the 4th one will be the sweetest of all. Penalty. That's for me. He's been kept quiet for long periods. Zinsberger, good pressure by Manchester City. Arsenal couldn't get out. Now they might. Balti's got an option to play out to Maritz, and down the line is Ford. Van der Donk is making a run also ahead of her there. Look, inside right position. Jordan Nobbs wants it. Now Williamson. Frustrated here for Arsenal. They can't find a way through. Williamson.
It's great defensive shape there by Man City. Really close to each other. You know, a couple of lines of defence. Very difficult to play through. All know their own roles and responsibilities.
This was terrific from Demi Stokes.
Yeah, she goes to the ground, she wins the ball. It's very difficult as a defender to go to the ground in the box like that. You have to win the ball like she did, and she's got such good upper body strength for somebody that's so small. She's very stocky, but uses her upper body so well.
She was one of the players who went out to the USA. We were talking about that earlier. Went out to the University of South Florida. Played for the Vancouver Whitecaps as well, I think. Now that's a foul. Should be. Look at Steph Horton coming across. Out of play it goes. Safe. Frustrated here for Arsenal. They can't find a way through. Williamson.
It's great defensive shape there by Man City. Really close to each other. You know, a couple of lines of defence. Very difficult to play through. All know their own roles and responsibilities.
This was terrific from Demi Stokes.
Yeah, she goes to the ground, she wins the ball. It's very difficult as a defender to go to the ground in the box like that. You have to win the ball like she did, and she's got such good upper body strength for somebody that's so small. She's very stocky, but uses her upper body so well.
She was one of the players who went out to the USA. We were talking about earlier. Went out to the University of South Florida. Played for the Vancouver Whitecaps as well, I think. Well, that's a foul. Should be. Two minutes to go. And there will be at least 2 or 3 minutes of stoppage time. And McCabe has been cautioned. And she just left her foot in there. And she won't get another chance, I don't think. Bronze. Montemiro. Nothing he can do now. Ford. He's won though by Lavelle. Again, here's Weir. He's been excellent. Not a good ball. Walsh was under pressure and has conceded a foul. They stop Beth Mead any way they can. Mead's free kick wasn't perhaps the wisest, but it's kept in by Marix. Ford. Williamson. Horton was there. Schneiderbeck, good take. McCabe. Let's put this into context. Arsenal's form at the start of the season has been terrific. They beat Reading 6-1, West Ham 9-1, Tottenham in the cup quarter-final 4-0. So Manchester City's performance needed to be top-notch today, and it was in that first half in particular. We're seeing a different Manchester City in the second. And out comes Roebuck to collect.
We really haven't seen Ellie Roebuck tested, other than the Jordan Nobbs goal. You know, I can't remember her making a save. With the amount of goals that they've scored so early on, it's been a different kind of game for them in terms of the quality that they've come up against. Certainly, Manchester City are one of the best sides in this league, and they've proved it today defensively, getting numbers behind the ball, being very difficult to beat.
You saw the number 3 on the board. 3 minutes of stoppage time being played. Schneiderbeck. Well, that's ricocheted around. Oh, Stanway last. And Arsenal got it away. Marix. All through the channel. Look at Steph Horton coming across. Out of play it goes. Safety first. And the Manchester City and England captain, nearing 200 games now. Steph Horton for Manchester City. She's there again. Another one with former Arsenal connections, of course. Steph Horton. Won the cup twice as an Arsenal player. Into the box it goes. They look for Miedemar, who's cut a forlorn figure throughout the game, but might get one last chance. Mead's delivery into the box. Miedemar rises. Ford is underneath it with a little bit of pressure, and Steph Horton relieves that pressure again, ballooning the ball clear. We're halfway through the stoppage time period, and Arsenal encamped in the Manchester City half now. Schneiderbeck will use the goalkeeper to get it to Williamson. Mead is pulled out wide to the right-hand touchline. It's an option. It's a poor ball through. Use of the ball at times by Arsenal, especially out the back, has been poor, Kelly.
Yeah, and there's been a few mistakes here and there, certainly in the back part of the game, that has allowed Man City to get on top of possession. Is this a free kick?
They've got a free kick here, though. And it was Gemma Bonner who was climbing all over the Arsenal player, and it's a free kick in dangerous territory, because we've seen Arsenal score from this range from free play with Jordan Nobbs. We know what McCabe can do from here, left-footed, and Miedemar stalking away, and I think it's going to be Katie McCabe from here.
This could be the last kick of the game.
Seconds to go. Can she rescue this semi-final? McCabe with the free kick, hits the wall. Back out to her, she's gone on the outside. Can she deliver a good cross the far post? Miedemar was coming in, of all the people, of all the players in the world to convert, and she couldn't. What an opportunity. It's come and gone, and with that hopes of Wembley, I think, have gone for Arsenal. Or have they? They're back on the attack. Here's Van der Donk inside the penalty area, and Manchester City get it away again, and the referee blows the whistle, and Manchester City are going back to Wembley for the FA Cup final. They have beaten Arsenal here by 2-1. Steph Horton with an exceptional free kick, Jordan Nobbs with an even better goal, and then the winner from Sam Mewis, her first in English football, sends the World Cup star to Wembley for an FA Cup final. And the thoughts here of Kelly Smith.
Yeah, I think certainly Manchester City overall over the 90 minutes have been the better team. They've looked more hungry, they've looked more composed on the ball, especially the midfield three have really dominated and dictated the play, especially the first half. Arsenal got themselves back into the game a little bit, but overall, I think the injuries to Arsenal, Jill Roord, Lisa Evans, you know, goals from those players, they've been missed today.
Well, it was a good save in the end, wasn't it? Pushing the ball away by Ellie Roebuck, all smiles for Manchester City. Steph Horton played such a massive role in it, and they're going to Wembley, Gabby. They've won this semi-final by 2-1. Kelly, last thought from you on this one?
Well, certainly Manchester City now face Everton in the FA Cup final. What a great occasion for them and for the women's game. I was really impressed with Samantha Mewis today in that middle of the park. As I said before, she's really settled in. Looked like she's been playing here for years, and I can't wait to see her progress more and be more comfortable around her teammates. She already looks like she's an amazing talent. Rose Lavelle, I think, was a little bit slow coming off the bench, but these two players certainly will add to this Manchester City side this year. 5
times Kelly Smith was an FA Cup winner, but it'll be the players of Manchester City or Everton who will lift that trophy at Wembley on November the 1st. Manchester City 2, Arsenal 1.